I'll start with this paper, and that is. All right. So these two, 5. Let me start 5. So we have to rewrite. I'll do it on here in this corner. Okay, so I'm not doing 6. I'm taking 5 and writing x plus 2y equals 4. Right? So I'm taking these guys and writing over here. Minus x. We get 2y equals negative x plus 4. And then we're going to divide everybody by 2. Divide by 2, divide by 2. 2 divided by 2 is just 1, which times y equals y. And then let's rewrite this. So remember, there's a 1 in front of that x, so let's write it as this. Half times x plus 4 divided by 2 is 2. Because it's a positive divided by a positive, you get 2. So, so my first equation, and this is the one I'm graphing, okay? Plus 2 is my y-intercept, which is right here. And it's negative slope, so changing y is 1 and changing x is 2. So up 1, 2 to the left. Up 1, 2 to the left. Right? And then you can do a few points on the other side. So let me get a line here. Let's skip this guy a lane. Let's put all the necessary components, the arrows. Okay, so that's my first line. The second line, I'm going to change colors, which is 3x plus 2y equals 8. So we're going to do minus 3x. That goes away. We are left with 2y equals minus 3x plus 8. I divide everybody by 2. Divided by 2 is 1 times y is just y, and this negative 3 over 2, I'm just leaving it like this. Right, because now I can know what the change in y is and change in x is. And then 8 divided by 2, I'm going to simplify and just write 4. So let's graph this one. It's the y-intercept is 4, and it's another slope that goes down, right? Because it's negative. So 3, 1, 2, 3, and 2 to the right. So I'm going to circle because already we can tell that that's their point of intersection. 1, 2, 3, and 2 to the right. So let me finish that line first. So that line is a line that comes like this. Okay. Arrow. Let me give it a name. Y equals negative 3 over 2x plus 4. Right? And then our point of intersection is this point right here, and I'll put an arrow, and that's the point 2, comma 1. So that point apparently would satisfy both equations. Let me just erase this because I'm going to do the check. So the check is, let's do the check for the first one. X plus 2y equals 4. And remember, we're going to use the point 2, comma 1. This is the x, and this is the y. So we get 2 plus 2 times 1 equals 4. 2 plus 2 equals 4, and it worked for the first equation. The second equation is 3x plus 2y equals 8. So let's replace the x as 1. 3 times 1. That's 2 times 1. 3 times 2, sorry. That's 2 times 1 equals 8. 3 times 2 is 6. 2 times 1 is 2. And if I do 6 plus 2, I get 8. And obviously, it makes the equation true. So this point 2, 1 satisfied the first equation and satisfied the second equation. So all that is the work that you should have been doing. Bottom one. So clear page. The next one, I truly think it was 8. This one. So you might see some similarities here. Okay, it looks similar, right? The 2x are the same, the y's are the same. So let's change them, right? So let's rewrite the first equation. 2x minus y equals negative 2 plus 2x plus 2x. This goes away, negative y comes down, and it's 2x minus 2. I have to divide, remember there's a 1 here, so let's divide everybody by negative 1 because I want positive y, so divide this by negative 1. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 is just y, right? And over here, let's simplify. 2 positive divided by negative is a negative, and 2 divided by 1 is just 2, so it's 2x. And then negative 2 divided by negative 1 is positive, and then we're going to write positive 2. So the first one is, the first equation is y equals negative 2x plus 2. The y-intercept is 2. You can put this over 1. Negative slope is coming down. So up and down we count 2. Left and right we count 1. So up 2, left 1. Down 2, right 1. So down 2, right 1. So you can get as many points as you can here. Let's draw a line through these points. There you go. Arrow, arrow, and let's give this guy a name. Y equals negative 2x plus 2. Change colors. Let's do the second equation, this guy right here. It's 2x minus y equals 3. Minus 2x minus 2x. Those goes away. Negative y equals negative 2x minus 3. So again, that's negative y, so I got to change that to positive y. So let me put a 1 there. So I divide this guy by negative 1, which means I divide everybody on the other side by negative 1. So negative 1 divided by negative 1 is just y. Negative 2 divided by negative 1 is a negative divided by a negative, so I get positive 2x. And then negative 3 divided by negative 1 is also positive, and then that gives me 3. So now notice that, oh, I made a mistake here. No, I didn't make a mistake. No, I did. Yeah, I did. Made a mistake. So, all right, let me continue because this one is okay. The one that I graphed before, so let me take this guy out because that's wrong. Hopefully, I made a mistake. You'll see in a second when I correct it. Let me get rid of that guy. Let me get rid of it. But the second equation is correct. Okay, so this ends up being 2x plus 3, so the y-intercept is here. And let me put a 1 over, so it's 2 over 1, so it's positive, so it should be going up. So 2 up, 1 to the right, or 2 down, 1 to the left. So just know that when you connect the points, it should be a line that goes up. So there is my point, my line, my arrow. I stretch the line, so we get y equals 2x plus 3. So let me redo equation 1. Equation 1, this one right here, was 2x minus y equals negative 2. Subtract 2x from both sides. Yeah, this goes away, and we got negative y equals negative 2x minus 2. So my mistake was here, this area here. Instead of a positive slope, I gave it a negative slope. Okay, let's continue. So there's an invisible 1 here, right? If you put it, it makes it easier. It makes it easier for you to see what to divide by. That's what I mean by make it easier. So we're going to divide this by negative 1. Divide this by negative 1. This by negative 1. Negative 1 divided by negative 1 is positive 1 times y gives me y. So we don't need these guys anymore. Negative divided by negative is a positive, and 2 divided by 1 is 2x. And then over here, negative 2 divided by negative 1 is positive again. 2 divided by 1 is just 2. So this is the equation I'm going to use. Notice that this slope and this slope are exactly the same. They both have a slope of 2x, but the y-intercept is different. So in here, the y-intercept is 2, so let me put a little dot in 2. And the slope is 2 over 1. Don't forget there's a 1. So up 2, 1 to the right. Down 2, 1 to the left. Down 2, 1 to the left. So they have exactly the same slope. What's the difference? Their y-intercept is the difference. So let me change colors. Make it green. So we have another line that has the exact same slope. What's the difference? It crosses the y-axis at a different point. Now, notice that these two lines are parallel. So do they have any points? Are they ever going to intersect? Do they have any points that are in common? Is there any point on the green line that's also in the black line? No. So the answer to this one is no solution. Okay. All right. Now that we did that, there is the other one. So we did that. And then this one, I completely forgot which numbers I assigned. So, but it's the easier one. So what I'm going to do, let me just make that bigger. And I forgot. I know we definitely did 1, 2, 3, 4. We did the first page, and then the second page, I'm just gonna pick, oh shoot, I'll pick 7 and 10, okay? And hopefully those were the ones that I assigned. So, and if it's not, it's okay. You can use these as examples. Clear objects, clear page. Let's go to 7. I'll do 7 and 10. So these ones they're already in slope-intercept form. What do I mean? That the equation here, it's already in this format. Y equals mx plus b, where we can easily recognize who the y-intercept is, and we can easily recognize the slope. Right? It's right there in front of you. So the first equation, the y-intercept is 1, so right here, positive 1. The slope is 3 over 4, so, and again, you don't have to, but, you know, I put a little arrow up and down, I'm going to count 3, left and right, I'm going to count 4. So 1, 2, 3 up, 4 to the right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Why did I go right? Because when I connect these two, I need a slope that goes up, like if it's like you're climbing a mountain, right? Because it's positive. So I can sneak in another point. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's enough. No other points will fit in there. So stretch a line out, put an arrow, give this guy a name. Y equals 3/4 x plus 1. Done. Let's do the second one. Change colors. It's a negative slope. The y-intercept is -4, so -4. So up and down, you're going to count 1. Left and right, you're going to count 2. So 1 up, and we're going to go left this time, to the left. 1 up and to the left, and right there is our point of intersection. Right, it's the one point that exists in both of these lines. Right, so the point, let me write that down a second. The point, what point is this? -4, this point right here. -4 comma -2. The only point that exists on top of the green line and on the purple line at the same time. No other point shares that characteristic. So -4, -2 is a solution to both equations. So it's, let me write, this one's negative, y equals -1/2 x minus 4. So let's do a check. So I'll take these two guys here, take those two guys, do the check over here. So the first one is y equals 3/4 x plus 1. The second equation is y equals 1/2 times x minus 4. So the point is -4, -2. Let's see if that works. So remember, every time you see an x, you replace it with -4. Every time you see a y, you replace it with -2. So -2 equals 3/4 times -4. Plus 1, -2, and if you do 3/4 times -4, you actually get, this implies -3, and then plus 1, -2, and -3 plus 1 is -2. So the first equation is good. Bottom one, repeat. Instead of y, I replace it with -2, and I get 1/2 times -4 minus 4. Half of 4 is 2, and negative times a negative is a positive, so that gives me +2, and then minus 4. And -2 equals 2 minus 4 is -2. So the point for -2 satisfied equation number 1, check, and equation number 2, check, and we're good. I'm going to do 10, I hope. It's one of the questions you are assigned, so 10 looks pretty simple. So let's do 10. The first equation, the slope right off the bat is 4, +4. Sorry, the slope, the y-intercept is 4, and the slope is 3, but I'm going to put 3 over 1. So positive, which means my line is going to go up like this. So up and down, you're going to count 3, and then left and right, you're going to count 1. So changing y is 3, changing x is 1. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 1 to the left, 1, 2, 3, 1 to the left there. It's positive, right? So therefore, my line has to be like climbing a mountain going from left to right. And there we go. Put the arrows, give it a name. Second equation, y equals -x minus 4. So again, I make it easier for you, put a 1 there. And what's the denominator? Also 1. This one, the slope is negative, so we know the lines should look like this. The y-intercept is -4, so I'm going to start at -4, and I'm going to go count 1 up, and then I'm going to go left. 1 up, 1 left. 1 up, 1 left, and there is our point of intersection. 1 up, 1 left, 1 up, 1 left, 1 up, 1 left. So I can plot quite a few points here. Connect the dots. Sorry, I'm going to change colors. Oops. So that's my second equation, the equation called y equals -x minus 4. Let's plot it, and notice that we found our point of intersection. The point of intersection, that point right here, looks like -2, -2. It's the only point that exists in both the purple line and the red line. Let's do a check. First equation, y equals 3x plus 4. We're going to replace y and x with -2. So -2 equals 3 times -2 plus 4. -2 equals -6 plus 4. And that works out nicely. -2 equals -2. The second equation, y equals -x minus 4. So replace both y and x with -2. So -2 equals minus -2 minus 4. -2 equals negative, and a negative is a positive. So that gives me +2 minus 4, and -2 equals -2 also works out. So the solution -2, -2 worked for both equations. I'm going to do 9, because I think 9, I also asked you to do 9, or was it 8? Was it 6? What did I just do? 7, 10? Oh, yeah. Let's do 5. Okay. Hang on a second. -x minus 4. So I just did 10. I'm going to pick 5. And hopefully that's the one of the ones that I also ask you to do. So, clear page. 5 is nice because it's, you can clearly tell again that this is my y-intercept, so -4. My slope is -3/2. So we're going to count 3 up, 1, 2, 3, and we're going to go left, 1, 2. 1, 1, 2, 3, and we go left again, 1, 2. We go left because when we connect the dots, you'll notice that this is a line that goes down as you were skiing the mountain. Right, arrow, arrow, y equals -3/2x minus 4. And then let's do the second one. Let me just change colors. Y-intercept is +4, and it's a positive, so it's going to go up. So up and down. So it's 1 up, 2 to the right, or 1 down, 2 to the left, 1 down, 2 to the left. And here is our point of intersection. Let me just now change colors. Change colors. There we go. And this one is called y equals 1/2 x plus 4. Our point of intersection is right here, and that point is -4, 2. Now all we gotta do is do a check. I'm gonna do the check right here, so I'm gonna take these two guys here and bring it over here. So y equals -3/2x plus 4, and our point of intersection was -4 and 2, so let's replace y with 2. -3/2 times 4. -4, sorry, plus 4. 2 equals, let's see. Uh-oh. Something's wrong here. Because that becomes 12, positive 12. 12 divided by 2 is, unless I did, is it negative 4 and 2? Yeah. Okay, what did I do wrong? The first one, negative 3 over 2 is negative, and this negative 4, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. No, that's correct. And the second one is a positive 4. So 1 up to the right. Okay, so far so good. So the point is negative 4, negative 2. Why is this not working? Something is off. Hang on a second. My pen stopped working. Okay. That's a 2 times 6, 4. It's going to give me 10, so that's not true. Okay. Sorry, guys. I did something wrong. Anyone? What did I do wrong here? Let's see. Positive 4, positive 102, 1, 2, 1, 2. No, that looks correct, but that's the point of intersection. Oh, I see what I did. No, I didn't do anything wrong. I copied the equation correctly. So instead of plus 4 here, it should be minus 4. So now, again, let's take the point negative 4, comma 2, replace the y with 2, and the x is negative 4. So we get 2 equals negative 3 over 2 times negative 4 minus 4. 2 equals, and this becomes 6 minus 4, and 2 equals 6 minus 4, which is 2. So equation 1 is correct. So that one is a check. Good check. The second one, y equals half of x plus 4. Let's replace the y with 2. Let's replace the x with negative 4. Plus 4. So 2 equals, and what's half of 4? Half of 4 is 2, but it's positive times a negative, so that gives me negative. Plus 4, and 2 equals 2. And that's good. All right, so hopefully I did the right ones. Let me put this right.